there, listeners. On today's Trenz Podcast, formerly known as Katrina's Podcast episode, our hosts Trenz will be doing a book review. Today's book title is The Mysterious Affairs at Styles, written by author Agatha Christie.
Hello, everyone. My name is Trenz, and welcome to my podcast. I have decided to change the name of my podcast to Trenz because when I search the podcast Katrina's Podcast, there were a lot of Katrinas doing a podcast. So I'm using my nickname Trenz as the new name of my podcast. Now, on to the book review itself. For today's episode, I will be doing a book review of The Mysterious Affairs at Styles, written by author Agatha Christie. The genre of this book is detective and mystery, and there are 121 pages. And for this year, I read this book at 4/17/2022 and stopped reading at 4/19/2022. And now on to the reviews. I will definitely recommend this book. Mr. Hastings has been invited to Styles by Mrs. Emily Inglethorpe and her stepsons John and Loris Cavendish. There we meet John's wife Mary, Cynthia, and Mr. Alfred Inglethorpe. Surprisingly, Hercule Poirot is there as well. Dr. Bowerstein and Dr. Wilkins are introduced on the day or/slash night of the murder. While everyone else is accounted for, Mr. Inglethorpe was not around at the time of the murder. While Hastings and Perriot find out the murderer, there was also the matter of Mrs. Evelyn Howard, who was very determined to pin the murder on Alfred Inglethorpe. Fortunately for us, dear readers, Hercule Poirot, the Belgian detective of Agatha Christie's novels, remembered that Mrs. Howard and Mr. Inglethorpe were actually cousins. And these cousins murdered Mrs. Inglethorpe and tried to pin it on John Cavendish. And to see how these two accomplices try to do that, read the book to find out. And because Hercule Poirot loves to use his little gray cells for everything, this has become one of my favorite books, and I gave it a 5-star rating. So, if you want to hear more book reviews, stay tuned on my channel and wait for the next episode. And keep on listening.
Hey there, listeners, that was all for today's Trenz Podcast episode. If you want to hear more book reviews, then stay tuned for the next episode. I believe that there is a surprise for you listeners today. There will be a bonus episode.